Josh Allen to the Chiefs. Rumors heating up. The NFL world is buzzing as rumors are exploding about Josh Allen potentially joining the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs Kingdom is fired up, and for good reason. If this move becomes reality, it could change the entire balance of power in the league. Allen is one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the game today. His cannon arm, mobility, and fearless playing style make him a nightmare for defenses. The thought of him teaming up with Andy Reid and potentially even sharing the field with Patrick Mahomes is absolutely wild. Chiefs fans are going crazy over the possibility, and the excitement is growing by the minute. This would be more than just a big-name signing. It would be the creation of an NFL super team. With weapons like Travis Kelce and possibly Tyreek Hill in the mix, Allen would step into an offense that's already built to dominate. If this deal is finalized, the Chiefs wouldn't just be contenders, they'd be favorites to win it all. The AFC wouldn't know what hit them. The Kansas City Chiefs are at a defining crossroads, crafting a new blueprint to extend their reign at the top of the NFL. Ugh. With back-to-back championships in sight, the franchise is making aggressive moves to strengthen key areas, ensuring they remain an unstoppable force on the gridiron. From a massive shakeup on the offensive line to high-stakes draft decisions and blockbuster trade rumors, every step they take carries weight as the 2025 season looms. The Chiefs are laser-focused on protecting their greatest asset, Patrick Mahomes, while equipping him with elite talent to sustain their dominance. With every roster change and front office maneuver, the excitement builds. How will these calculated risks pay off? Will the Chiefs' bold strategy be enough to stay ahead in an ever-evolving league? Let's break down the master plan fueling Kansas City's championship ambitions. But first, my friends, can I ask a quick favor? If you like what we're doing here, please show your support by clicking the like button. It's a great way to help us grow. Thank you. One of the biggest shifts of the offseason, the Chiefs have restructured their offensive line. Following the blockbuster trade of three-time Pro Bowler Joe Thuney to the Chicago Bears, Kansas City is left with a massive void at left guard, igniting a fierce competition for the starting role. At the heart of this transition is Mike Caliendo, a promising young lineman who has quietly been preparing for this moment. Now entering his third season, Caliendo has already made a compelling case to take over the position. His late season starts in 2024, particularly standout performances in wins over Cleveland, Houston, and Pittsburgh, showcased his ability to step up in high-pressure situations. But his true test came in the postseason, playing a crucial role in all three playoff matchups, including Super Bowl 59. Caliendo proved he has the resilience and skill to anchor Kansas City's offensive front. However, the Chiefs aren't just handing him the job. Former left tackle Kingsley Suamataia is being considered for a position switch to challenge Caliendo for the starting left guard spot, adding another layer of intrigue. Meanwhile, the team has brought in unrestricted free agent Jalon Moore, Caliendo's former college teammate at Western Michigan, to ensure there's depth and competition at the position. This restructuring underscores Kansas City's commitment to innovation. They recognize the importance of maintaining a dominant offensive line, especially when tasked with protecting the NFL's most valuable quarterback. Every move is meticulously designed to keep Mahomes upright and allow the Chiefs' high-powered offense to thrive. As the offensive front is reshaped, the team is also preparing to capitalize on the upcoming NFL draft. Kansas City has built a reputation for unearthing hidden gems and turning raw prospects into league superstars. With the number 31 overall pick, they have a prime opportunity to add another game-changing talent. Here are three dream draft picks that stand out. 1. Arizona WR to Tyro McMillan. The 2025 draft class is loaded with receiver talent, but there are whispers that several top wideouts could fall lower than expected. If McMillan's a dynamic, big-bodied receiver with elite playmaking ability slips to no 31, Kansas City could land a future star. Pairing him with Mahomes would immediately elevate the passing attack, forming an electrifying trio alongside Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. 2. Michigan T.E. Colston Loveland. With Travis Kelce inching closer to the twilight of his career, the Chiefs must consider his successor. Loveland is an elite pass-catching tight end, drawing comparisons to some of the best in the game. His ability to stretch the field, make contested catches, and create mismatches could make him the perfect heir to Kelce's throne, giving Mahomes another dangerous weapon. 3. Boston College, edge, Donovan Ezeruaku. Dominant defenses win championships, and Kansas City has a chance to bolster its pass rush with Zeruaku. Known for his explosiveness and relentless pursuit of the quarterback, he would be a perfect complement to George Karlaftis. A disruptive edge rusher like Zeruaku could elevate the Chiefs' defense to an elite level, ensuring they remain a balanced, championship-caliber team. These potential draft picks align perfectly with Kansas City's long-term vision, building a team that can compete at the highest level for years to come. Every decision at the draft table could shape the next chapter of Chiefs football. But the draft isn't the only way the Chiefs are looking to add firepower. The trade market is buzzing with speculation, and one name stands out: Chris Olave. The New Orleans Saints' dynamic wide receiver has been linked to Kansas City in recent trade rumors, sparking excitement among fans and analysts alike after a stellar 2023 season, hauling in 87 catches for 1,123 yards and 5 touchdowns. Olave's production dipped in 2024 to 32 receptions, 400 yards, and 1 touchdown. With the Saints undergoing a rebuild, there's growing speculation they could be open to moving him for the right price. Acquiring Olave would instantly supercharge the Chiefs' offense. A precise route runner with elite speed, he has the skill set to be a nightmare for opposing defenses when paired with Mahomes. Financially, bringing in a $19,300,000 playmaker could be a hurdle, but if Kansas City finds a way to make it work, the impact would be monumental. While the Saints may be reluctant to part with a talent like Olave, the mere possibility of this trade has sent waves through the NFL community. If Kansas City pulls the trigger, it could be the missing piece that keeps them ahead of their AFC rivals for the foreseeable future. With Mike Caliendo stepping up, key draft prospects in play, and trade rumors swirling around Chris Olave, the Chiefs are clearly not settling for anything less than continued dominance. Should Caliendo be the unquestioned starter, or should the team explore more competition at left guard? Chiefs Kingdom, buckle up. This rumor is one you won't want to miss. We're deep into the offseason, and Kansas City's front office is already making moves behind the scenes. But what if I told you the Chiefs are being linked to one of the most talented young wide receivers in the league? That's right. Chris Olave's name is officially in the conversation. Before we dive into what this could mean, I want you to do something real quick. If you're hyped about the idea of the Chiefs making a big-time move, go to the comments and spam C for Chiefs. Let's see how many of you are ready for another game-changing addition to this offense. So, where did this rumor come from? The source is Last Word on Sports, a well-respected outlet in the football world, and they've named Kansas City as a top trade destination for Chris Olave. If you've been following the NFL's rumor mill, you know how wild things can get this time of year. But this one is different. It's the first time we've seen Olave's name directly linked to the Chiefs, and it actually makes a lot of sense. Why are the Chiefs even in the market for a wide receiver? The offense led by Patrick Mahomes still has plenty of firepower, but last season proved that the wide receiver room just isn't what it used to be. Rashee Rice showed promise, but with his legal troubles, his availability for 2025 is in question. Xavier Worthy, the explosive rookie, also has potential off-the-field concerns. Hollywood Brown is a solid veteran addition, but he's battled injuries. Bottom line, this receiving core needs another reliable weapon, and that's where Chris Olave comes in. If Kansas City lands him, he instantly becomes one of Mahomes' top targets. His ability to stretch the field, run precise routes, and create separation could bring back the deep threat element that's been missing since Tyreek Hill's departure. Plus, he's still on his rookie contract. That means the Chiefs could get a high upside playmaker at a manageable cost. But is Olave the answer? What would a trade cost, and is there a risk factor the Chiefs should be worried about? Let's break it all down. Let's talk about Chris Olave. You've probably heard his name before, but if you're not fully aware of what he brings to the table, let me break it down for you. This guy isn't just another wide receiver. He's got the potential to be one of the best in the league. And if he lands in Kansas City, let's just say Mahomes would have a new favorite target. Olave made a name for himself at Ohio State, one of the top wide receiver factories in college football. He played alongside other elite talents like Garrett Wilson and Jackson Smith-Njigba, and in his final 2 seasons with the Buckeyes, he racked up over 1,000 yards and 22 touchdowns, proving he was NFL ready before he even stepped onto a pro field. That's exactly why the New Orleans Saints spent a first-round pick on him in the 2022 NFL Draft, and from the moment he arrived, he didn't disappoint. As a rookie, Olave recorded 72 catches for over 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns, earning a spot on the PFWA All-Rookie team. He followed that up with a strong sophomore season, improving his numbers across the board, but here's where things get tricky. Last season, injuries slowed him down. He played in just 8 games and finished with 32 catches, 400 yards, and 1 touchdown. When he's on the field, he's electric. The challenge is keeping him there. Still, when you compare Olave to other receivers on the market, whether it's free agents or draft prospects, he stands out. He's young, still developing, and he's already proven he can be a legitimate WR1V deal. And again, he's on a rookie deal, meaning the Chiefs wouldn't have to break the bank to bring him in. So what would it take to get him? Let's talk about the big question. What would it cost to trade for Olave? Because let's be real, the Saints aren't just going to give him away. If Kansas City wants to make this move, it's going to come at a price. According to multiple reports, New Orleans is looking for at least a second-round pick in return. Some insiders even believe the Saints could push for a second and a third-rounder. Considering Olave's talent and contract situation, that's a significant investment. But when you compare it to other wide receiver trades in recent years, it might not be as crazy as it sounds. Just last year, the Bears gave up a second-round pick, which turned into the 32nd overall selection for Chase Claypool, and we all know how that turned out. Would Chris Olave be worth it for Kansas City? Does he fix the WR issues for 2025 and beyond? And what would you give up to get him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button for more breaking Chiefs news and rumors. This offseason is heating up fast. Make sure you're along for the ride. Chiefs Kingdom, let's be real. This offseason is one of the most critical in recent memory. Back-to-back Super Bowls have proven that Kansas City is still the team to beat, but if there's one glaring issue heading into 2025, it's the wide receiver situation. Patrick Mahomes has carried this offense on his back, but even he needs reliable weapons. Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy might not be available due to possible suspensions. Hollywood Brown is explosive, but his injury history is a concern. Beyond them, the depth chart is full of question marks. Sky Moore hasn't lived up to expectations, and Juju Smith-Schuster isn't the same player he once was. That brings us to the biggest question of the offseason. How will Brett Veach fix the offense? The Chiefs can't afford another year of struggling to find consistency in the passing game. They need a reliable WR1, someone who can stretch the field and open up the offense. And that's where Chris Olave enters the conversation. Olave has been linked to Kansas City as a potential trade target, and the idea is catching fire. The 24-year-old receiver from the New Orleans Saints has already proven he can produce at a high level. The thought of pairing him with Mahomes is enough to get any Chiefs fan excited. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Trading for Olave isn't as simple as snapping your fingers. There are a lot of factors at play: compensation, cap space, injury concerns. So here's a question for you. If you were the Chiefs general manager for a day, what's the first move you'd make to fix the offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you target a blockbuster trade, make a blockbuster trade, go all in on the draft? Now, let's break down why Chris Olave could be a perfect fit for Kansas City, and why his skill set might be exactly what this offense needs. Chris Olave isn't just another wide receiver. He has the potential to be a game changer in Kansas City. If the Chiefs want to take their offense to the next level, adding a player like Olave could be exactly what they need. Let's start with his production. In just 2 seasons with the Saints, Olave has already posted back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. No easy feat, especially with inconsistent quarterback play. Despite the challenges, he's been a reliable deep threat and a go-to target in key situations. And speaking of deep threats, that's where Olave truly shines. The Chiefs' offense has lacked a consistent downfield playmaker since Tyreek Hill left. Defenses have been able to sit on short and intermediate routes, making Mahomes work harder for every yard. Olave changes that. His elite route running, top-end speed, and ability to separate from defenders would force defenses to respect the deep ball again, opening everything underneath for Travis Kelce and the rest of the offense. Another big reason why Olave is an attractive target: his contract. He's still on his rookie deal, meaning the Chiefs could get elite production without breaking the bank. At least for now, That kind of value is exactly what Brett Veach looks for when making roster moves. And let's not forget where Olave comes from either, Ohio State. The Buckeyes have built a reputation for producing elite wide receivers, and Olave is no exception. See you next video.